Hello and welcome to another shoutcast from GameReplays.org. This is Grey Knight coming at you through the airwaves. Welcome to the semi-finals in the recent 5 vs 5 tournament that we've just had on Game Replays. Top team, we've got Prolly Vs and they're going to be played by Prolly Racist playing Ash. We've got Shaco, Malphite, Cassidin, Zillion for Prolly Vs, and Oh My God Ponies, we have Karma, Nunu, Zinzao, Malzahar and Alistar played by them. So Exoop's playing Karma, we've got Echo Sanjin playing Nunu, we've got King Dezu, who I've not seen before, new player playing Zinzao, we've got Jazzhead, I've seen him before, playing Malzahar, and Zir89, I've played with him as well. He's a good player playing as Alistar? Yeah, Alistar. Cool beans, we've Clairvoyance on the Oh My God Ponies spawn. So the Prolly Feeders is going to be aware that both Alistar and Exoop have taken the southern route into the jungle. Need to get there pretty quick because we could see some level 1 action. It's pretty common in these 5 vs 5 pre-mades with everyone on comms that you get some early level 1 team fights. However, Alistar is such a massive influence in these level 1 team fights due to his massive AoE stun that it'll be unwise, in my opinion, for any risky stuff going on from Prolly Feeders. Counter Clairvoyance onto the blue team, Prolly Feeders, and they're just pretty much protecting their Shaco, while Shaco pops down some jack-in-the-boxes so he can pick up the red buff. Good Clairvoyance, they're aware that Shaco has picked up that red buff at level 1, so we will be looking for the gank. If a Shaco is playing defensively, he'll start off at blue with his jack-in-the-boxes and get the extra mana regeneration from brute buff, allowing him to jungle more effectively. But if he's going to be aggressive and start to gank the middle, bottom and adversively top lane, he picks up the red first because that will apply slow to him. At very early levels you need to be careful what skills you decide to invest your points in, and he's got jack-in-the-boxes so he can jungle. He's going to need one in deceive so he can gank, so that's level 2. So it's at level 3 before you can apply is on hit slow, so he's going to need that red buff so he can gank effectively at levels 1 and 2. And oh my god, what a successful ganker is Shaco. Good pick, good strong pick. Up top we've got Zinzao and Alistar, so decent slow from Zinzao with the, as mentioned before, powerful stun from Alistar. Cassidin, he's going to struggle if he's not careful, as Zinzao is quite good at taking down mages with his ultimate, which allows him to gain magic resistance and armor for a period of time. As well as Alistar, he's got his heal from one of his abilities. Down bottom we've got Karma, who's being initiated on by Malphite, who has lost his shield, as opposed to the Karma Exoop, who still had his shield up. Karma, the support champion for the Oh My God Ponies. Exhaust going down on Cassidin. No damage managed to get out though from the Oh My God Ponies, no harassment. Clairvoyance, a good Clairvoyance, seeing if Alistar's still in that brush, but he's not. He's decided to roam. We've got a roaming Alistar, level 1, and he's decided to go on the Ash, who is on her turret, so it would be a bad decision to initiate, especially at these early levels, onto an Ash. When she's protected by the turret. We've got a bomb on Karma, but she's just going to counter that with a shield on herself, so good defensive mechanism from Exoop to be able to shield herself and protect herself from the immense magical damage from Zillion's time bombs. Only level 1 though, is going to struggle level wise. I mean, Alice is not very item dependent, but you do need your levels. You don't want to be too squishy. And look at that massive damage. If not for the shield from Karma there, Alistar would be floating around the 100 HP mark, which is not where you want to be against a time bomb throwing Zelene, as well as the Q from Malphite can do some decent harassment if leveled properly. Again, we're going to see the shield. Yeah, just got the shield in time for the bomb to go off. Zelene's, what do you do in that situation? A lane swap maybe, but then again Kassadin is strange. You really don't want to be using your time bombs on that Karma, because you're just going to pop a shield, so you're not really going to be that effective. You're going to burn yourself out of mana, so somehow get Karma to use her shield before applying the time bomb. Maybe with a couple of Qs from Malphite, he's got plenty of mana. Force her to get low HP and therefore force her to use the shield where she wouldn't, because she's just going to spam that shield, which I assume costs less mana than the time bombs from Zelene. So he's going to burn out of mana faster than she does, and once he's out of mana, that's his harassment gone. Up top we have some action. Kassadin, less than 50% HP, he's only got a Sapphire Crystal. He's burned both health pots already, whereas Xin Zhao, who looked like he's kitted out for the jungle there, he's got a cloth armor and 4 HP potions, so that's a jungle build, to be honest. Most people go for the Dorian shield, but Xin Zhao has obviously realised that he's going up against Kassadin, and Kassadin being such a great harasser in lane with his Q, just so much damage, he's decided to go for a health potions. However, Kassadin really doesn't do that much physical damage, so I'm not sure what the cloth armor is about. As well as Kassadin's armor penetration as well, so that's not really going to help either. So, down bottom, level 5 Exude, nearly level 6, and level 4 now, so Alistair has managed to catch up on those levels. We've got level 4 Zelene, as well as a level 4 Malphite. No ganks from the jungle yet. We've got a good ward from Echo Sanjin, who's a bit of a defensive ward there from him. Good support from Nunu. We've got ganks bottom. I say ganks, not really a gank to be honest, but some harassment going off. Like I say, if you'd have a look at Exute's mana level now, it's quite high compared to Zelene, who is quite low on the mana, so you know, he's popping his bombs onto Karma, who is the weaker subject. I mean, you really do want to be targeting her over Alistair, but she's just going to use that shield to just basically completely counter the time bomb damage and just make the damage that it actually does just completely negligible. Alistair, he's got his health parts, he's got 1 health part, and he's got Karma there to heal some of the damage, as well as his own abilities that heal him from damage. He's nearly level 6, so it's not looking good for Prolly feeders in bottom, because you've got 2 people there, Alistair, who's quite low and vulnerable because of his roaming early game, and Karma, who is not, you know, a massively strong champion early game. And you really wanted 2 players down bottom that could a bit of action in the jungle. We've got 4 players from Oh My God Ponies jumping out of that Shaco, but good clairvoyance, seeing that the Malzahar was hot on his trail, and Shaco manages to escape with Nunu's blue buff, so Nunu is not going to be able to jungle effectively now, and Shaco is just going to run to pick up red, because I don't think he's going to gank with that red buff. Flash coming out from Nunu, he's trying to escape. Here we're going to see a Q, and Nunu is pretty... No, I take that back. I thought we was going to see a Q from Malphite, which would have done just enough damage to finish off the Nunu, but he decides that that was not the wise decision to make, and turns tail. Maybe Malphite has not leveled his Q to be dealing some sufficient amount of damage, which is quite strange. I don't know what Malphite would be leveling alternatively. Maybe ground slam. Quite possibly. I normally level the Q because it does just such great harassment damage. And if you're in a lane with Zelene, then that's exactly what you want. So, you know, 2 laners that have great harassment and can poke the enemy down. Unfortunately, that's not what we've seen. We've seen a very defensive Exup counter the harassment with the powerful shield that Karma has access to. Up top, we've got a free farming Xin Zhao, only level 7. It said level 3 for like a few seconds there. I don't know what was going on there. So a level 7 Xin Zhao who just gained 4 levels in about 3 seconds. Kassadin, who is ready to rumble again. He's picked up the Catalyst of the Protector and a sight ward, so a defensive ward there from Kassadin to stop the Nunu ganks. Nunu's quite a powerful ganking machine with his snowball. I apologise, guys, if I sound a little bit muffled. I have grown a miniature beard, so if I do sound slightly muffled, that is, you know, don't be alarmed. That is what it is. Good flash out the way of the ultimate. Karma gets smacked straight in the face from an enchanted crystal arrow. It's not going to matter because she's in a defensive position on the tower, so she's going to be fine. Ultimate from Ashe, which takes a big chunk out of her mana, so she's not going to be spamming that volley to harass Jazzhead with. Alternatively, Jazzhead is going to be has more than enough mana to harass this Ashe. Ghost popped from Ashe, playing defensively, but she's not got her ultimate. Crucially, not got her ultimate. I don't know if Shaco was aware that Ashe's ultimate was down. He's got no excuse because the green lights near the character avatars indicate whether or not a player has access to his ultimate. So a bit of miscommunication. Shaco over-exaggerating his power there a little bit. Jazzhead getting out of the way and escaping to safety. He's got 2 health pots to regenerate that health effectively. Ashe has not returned to base yet. She's only got a During Shield. Needs to go back to base and preferably pick up some boots and a BF sword if that's still possible. Jazzhead on the retreat. We've got 3 in mid. Shaco's been spotted. Ashe is going to get some farm along with Malphite. I don't think she's going to push the turret. We've got Nunu close by as well as Alistar, roaming Alistar level 6. He's not going to be able to do enough damage on his own. A couple of jack-in-the-boxes there. One of them getting consumed from the Nunu. Karma with a vision ward. Interesting stuff up top. Kassadin playing a dangerous game. That Xin, if he has access to his slow ability, he's going to jump straight in there, do the knock-up stun. His ultimate's ready. His ultimate is there. He's ready. He's 450 HP. He is definitely killable. He really didn't need the gank. I think Kassadin has a ward in that brush, so he's seen Nunu go for the gank there. I think he is food. He is Xin food right now. Xin, if he goes in, that Kassadin is going down with combination with the ultimate as well as the knock up and damage from the slow. It is GG for Karthus. Do we have Ignite? No, we don't have Ignite. We do have Exhaust. Here comes the knock up. Do we see the ultimate? No. I apologise. Completely misread that situation. We've got Shaco 50% HP. Didn't see any buffs on Shaco, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Kassadin's HP has just shot up, so maybe that was a bug. Maybe he wasn't as low as I seen. Giants, no, Giants bet on Z. First blood down bottom. Jazzhead takes down Zelene, who I'm not sure if he ulted himself. I don't believe he did. Some action on Malphite. He's a very tanky character to try and take down there. He's also got his ultimate, so he can always ult away. So that slow or stun on him on low HP is not really in too much trouble. Shaco's up top, putting pressure on that tower, who has quite the chunk of HP left. Knock up from Zim, no, decides to knock up a minion. Shaco's been spotted coming for a gank on middle lane from Jazz. Not a lot of action, I must say, ladies and gents, in the 14 and 25 seconds, 27, 28, 29, 30 second mark. So I guess I'll talk about the football, I guess, guys. I'm sorry for soccer for our American listeners. I will talk about the soccer very briefly. I'm just kidding. Some good farm going out from Karma. Level 8 now, going up against that level 7 Zelene, which is quite strange. So I believe Zelene's passive is an XP bonus. I think it's like something like, don't quote me on the stats, but I think it's like 8% 8 XP gain. Global experience buff, which is always nice to see. Ash versus Nunu. There's a slight level difference there though, with Ash 5 levels ahead of Nunu. Goes down like a rocket. Great flash from Nunu. It's not going to be enough. Kassadin is going to do... Wow. Face. Oh, good stuff from Kassadin. Just gets the kill. Did he escape? Doesn't escape. With the Alistar making sure he does not get away. I thought Nunu was guts for garters just there, but Kassadin just didn't do enough damage initially. Managed to get the kill, but at the price of his own life. So good stuff. Hopefully that will open things up. We've got Shaco, fail, deceive, maybe. No. He looked like he teleported a bit, but he took himself surely. So we've got a knock up. No, there we go. There's the deceive. 14-second cooldown, and he's long gone. Good stuff. Good to see from Shaco. Unlucky he's in, but did enough. Managed to push off the enemy team. That's how it is all his. And Ashes, as she comes to wreck the day. Thanks, Ash, for proving me wrong there. He's picked up the BF sword though, and Mercury tread, so we've got a 35% reduction in CC for Ash. I'm not sure what Alice is doing there. Just you know, using his abilities for the sake of it. Why not? A bit like Blitzcrank. When you play Blitzcrank, and it's like, you know, there's an enemy near you in pull range, but you don't want to pull him because you're on low HP and he's not yet. You just instinctively just, if you can pull it, you will, and it might not be the best decision. It's like, okay, I'm going to pull that Kennen into melee range so he can use his ult onto my face. It's like, I don't know why Blitzcranks do it, but they do. I've done it. I've been there myself. It's addictive. Right, Shaco, he's in trouble. He's used Deceive to escape into the brush. Alistar is a good roam mob, but he needs someone close by to do the
An enemy has been slain.
Wow. Cast it in. Cool skin. Is that just armor? Looks like an empty suit of armor. I don't think it is. I think he's just got his head down, but it does look. Can I rotate that? Yes, then, boys. I can actually rotate that. I swear I just rotated. Oh, oh. Awesome. Look at that. Wow. Should we have that up or not? I think I'll take that down. I think I was pretty clean, pretty awesome. Right, on with the cast. I apologise. On the downside, I don't have a mini-map, so I'm probably going to miss even more action than I am missing currently. So I think we'll keep it up. So we've got Nunu up top, and he's going to be wailing on this level 8. He's got the Catalyst of the Protector though, so when he does ding to that level 9, he's going to regenerate lots of mana and HP, which he's going to need. There we go, level 9 now. He's got a decent amount of mana and HP, so good stuff from down bottom. We have some action on Karma 4 versus 1. Don't know why I'm shouting, but what the hey. They've all been spotted. There's great ward placement from, oh my god, Ponies. We've got a ward there outside of Dragon, a ward in the bush. Karma must have seen that one coming. but unfortunately reacted too slowly. Kassadin spotting for Prolly Feeders in the brush, but he's about to get jumped on by 4 team members. It's a 4v4. It's all going down. They've initiated on the Karthus. There goes the ultimate from Zelene. Thank you for messing around with the camera there. Come on. Awesome. That was cool stuff. I believe Karthus got it in the kipper and went down like a rocket. We've got 5 kills to 2 in the favour of, oh my god, ponies. Great shot from Nunu there, taking down the recoiling Zelene. He's level 9, he's got no mana, he needs to get back to base. Malphite sneaking to the middle turret, hopefully to defend that, along with the Ashe. Massive damage coming out from the Ashe, but it's not going to be enough. Tower goes down, in comes the Alistar. He could flash in and get the Ashe. She's all vulnerable on her own. There's enough damage, enough DPS there to take down that squishy. Alistar, Malphite is getting some harassment from Alistar. I don't know what Alistar's just doing what he wants, really. He's behaving like a Mundo. He's going where he pleases. Some action on the Nunu. He's in trouble. Another great flash. That was a second great flash from Nunu. It's not going to be enough. Malphite coming in with the ultimate, using that to great ability on that ultimate there to be able to penetrate the walls and just completely bypass as if that was a flash, with some built-in damage on and a stun on the end of it. So good use of his stun from Malphite, picking up that kill there. If we take a little look at the items, we've got Heart of Gold for both the Xin Zhao and Nunu, making them a little bit more tanky and giving them the armor that they need to hold off the Ashe, who has no kills though. I suppose Shaco with 1 kill does quite a bit of physical damage, as well as you don't really have to fear Ashe until she's picked up that Infinity Edge. And then things start to change as she starts to really do plenty of massive damage there, especially with the crit from first strike given to her from her passive. Great item for Ashe, Infinity Edge and boots, very important for Ashe, giving her massive damage, massive survivability. We've got Zelene goes down, uses the ultimate to capture Zelene there. I think maybe that was to stop him, to suppress him and prevent him from using his ultimate defensively so he didn't die. Not really going to criticise it. It got the job done, and Zelene has firmly kicked the bucket. Does mean that Malzahar's ultimate is down for the duration. Quite a long cooldown on that ultimate. We've got Sorcerer's Shoes as well, not Boots of Ionia, so it's not got the 15% cooldown reduction as well. So it's going to be a while before, oh my god, Ponies is going to want to initiate another team fight, because Malzahar's ultimate is such a game-changing ultimate in a team fight. You can jump that on the carry and prevent them from doing any damage for a decade. Really, it's just such a long ultimate. It really is useful, especially against a Shaco as well. If you can land it on the Shaco and prevent him from deceiving us away. Shaco's main defense is deceive, and it's such a great defensive ability. But if you can somehow take that away from him by having a pink ward so you can see stealth, or an oracle so you can see stealth, it really does counter him hard. And if you can do a Malzahar on ult on Shaco, thus preventing him from using that deceive, he goes down in about 2 seconds flat. Karthus, oh, wow, ultimate enchanted crystal arrow from Prolly Feeders going straight past Cass's head. Not really hitting anyone. I'm not sure where it was aimed. It probably should have been aimed more in these bushes here as opposed to the friendly Kassadin. I always feel with Ashe, her ultimate's on a 60-second cooldown, so it is a short ultimate, so you can fire it quite often. But if you do these crazy long shots, then you've not got your ultimate when you need it, and I think that was a little bit too much. You know, you get that feeling as Ashe when you know you're going to hit your ult. Even if it's from long range, you know you're going to hit it, and that's when you should use it. You shouldn't really go for these crazy long shots. We've got Ashe taken down by a triple team from Prolly Feeders there. Good stuff, good teamwork. Alistar really couldn't do anything. Uses the stun, but it was nowhere near what he needed to prevent the Malzahar from going down. Like I say, if Ashe would have had her stun there, she could have landed it on the Malzahar, and you know, there'd have been no questions asked, and he would have gone down easily. But ward going down, it's been spotted, but with no pink wards. I don't believe Karma has a pink ward. Click. I don't believe so. So let's open up tab. Karma with the Ashe stun in the face. She's applied a shield to herself. That's a big shield. It's Ashe getting harassed from Nunu. Pops the ultimate, but I think a Jack in the Box made him pop that preemptively. Shield's going down on the Nunu to prevent him from taking too much damage. Good heals there, but Karma's getting quite low on the mana side of things. Nunu's gone back. That middle tower is looking fairly low HP. It's going to be taken down soon if something is not done. Kassadin on the Xin, who, as we speak, takes down top turret. Everybody dance now. Do, 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 do. Okay, the 25-minute mark. This is the 25-minute mark, otherwise known as the /surrender mark in the solo queue games. If you play with me anyway. We've got Malphite down bottom, trying to harass that Alistar. Does a decent job, but with Alistar able to heal himself and Karma able to heal him as well, then it's not going to happen. That wasn't a slight delay in the actual game recording there, that was just me yawning. I don't think, oh, he's cut out for a few seconds there. He started speaking, and then all of a sudden there was silence, and then he wasn't speaking. No, I just I decided what I was saying did not have precedent over the yawn there, which was pretty epic yawn. Inhaled sufficient amount of air to stop me from feeling tired, which is why we yawn, guys. And alternatively, we've got action down bottom, level 16 Ashe. She's picked up the Black Cleaver first, 55 attack damage and 30% attack speed, but you get that item for the passive, the unique passive, which applies that armor penetrating awesomeness of awesome, which is a word, guys. It is a word. I found it on Des internets, so it must be real. Action on Xin Zhao, who is taken down by a 3-to-1 ratio of Prolly Feeders to, oh my god, ponies. Middle tower's looking bad as well. I'd have thought they'd been a bit more aggressive on that. Good ward placement from Nunu, I believe. Yeah, Nunu, the Echo Sanjin, putting that ward down to see the Prolly Feeders blue, but it's not going to be enough because they just weren't in the position to be able to counter them, stop them from getting blue. Who I believe is picked up on Kassadin, allowing him to spam his spells. Looking at the creep kills, ladies and gentlemen, we have decent amount of kills on Jazzhead, who's playing Malzahar. He was mid lane, so expected to have a high creep kill count. 185, which is fairly decent, allowed him to pick up the death cap. 3 kills to 1 death. Death cap is just going to destroy Zilean if he's not careful. Level 17 on Jazzhead, nearly maximum level, level 18. Deceive on the Shaco. Massively defensive game. 30 minutes and only 11 kills total. We've got a Karma chasing the Shaco, but he's not going to kill him. So it's Deceive. It's on a long cooldown, but it's not quite that long. Alistar down bottom, doing his best to defend that turret. It goes down to the Prolly Vs, who is playing a very defensive game, strategically attacking where the oh my god ponies are weak and trying to get the turrets where they can. We've got Prolly Vs have managed to take down 1 turret as opposed to the oh my god ponies, who have managed to take down centre lane turret as well as top turret as well. In terms of team composition, we have Alistar, who's a good tank, good roamer early game. Nunu, who's obviously great in the jungle. He's got a useful ultimate. He's not going to be very effective against Shaco, that's like a sort of melee teleport, as well as Kassadin as a sort of melee teleport as well. He's not going to be effective against the Zilean, who can ultimate on people trapped inside the Echo's ultimate. So not really a wise pick. You don't really want to go Nunu when the enemy team has a lot of CC, which Ashe has her enchanted arrow. You've got Malphite with his stun, Kassadin with the silence. So plenty of CC there to take down Nunu and counter his ultimate effectively. On top of that, you've got so many teleports and mini teleports that it's just going to make Nunu's ultimate not very effective. We've got Flash on Ashe, so she will use that to be able to escape the ultimate range as well. The only person he can really take down is the Malphite, who's a tank basically, so he's going to have loads of magic resistance, so he's just going to completely laugh at the amount of damage that Nunu kicks out. So in my opinion, I mean, don't quote me guys, because these guys are probably way better players than I am. I do believe that Nunu is a strong character, but in this team composition, on his team he's fine, but taking into account the enemy team and the enemy team picks, I don't think he's great at all. I think he's actually a pretty big mistake. Xin, great pick against the Zilean and Kassadin, you know, due to his ability to get in there with massive mana resistances. Bit of fun with the Baron, who has 1,200. What am I talking about? 12,000 HP. We've got some Jack in the Boxes going down. I think they might be doing Baron. I think Prolly Vs might. No, they can't be doing Baron, surely. No, they're not. There was a Jack in the Box, but maybe it was a Deceive that I'm confusing for a Jack in the Box. There goes the ultimate from Shaco. Going in on Nunu, who's in trouble. There's going to be a 5 versus 5 team fight. Shield going down on Nunu. Zilean getting nearly taken down. Decides to ult himself, so he's not got that available for his carries. Is in trouble for the Prolly Vs. It's not looking good. Do we see a Nunu ultimate? Great stuff. Alistar getting a volley in the face. Malphite is going to go down. He's on barely any HP. Ashe managed to escape barely. Zilean without his ultimate is completely useless. He's going to be doing those time bombs, but it's not going to be very effective. Again, Exude is going to look at who Zilean has targeted with the time bombs and just apply shield. And the rest is history. Time bomb, there we go. Time bomb on Nunu, but the time bombs have such a long delay, such a large fuse, that Karma's got plenty of time just to apply that shield and prevent any damage going on the friendly Nunu. So great, excellent pick from Exude there, completely countering the wow, that That Jack-in-the-Box was revealed in the brush from the pink ward, which was quite surprising. I thought that the pink wards didn't reveal stealth in brushes. So for example, like a Teemo shroom, if it was in the bush, you put a pink ward down, it never used to reveal it. But I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if a recent patch has changed that. If it has, then that's a great change. I love that the pink ward reveals the brush. I believe that Oracle should as well. I don't think it does. I swear it doesn't. But if that's a recent change, then that is absolutely fantastic. I will be buying much more pink wards if that is the scenario we face. Again, I was saying that Exu, fantastic pick, countering that Zelene perfectly. That team fight went really, really well in the favour of Oh My God Ponies, because Zelene just forced to use his ultimate on himself despite surviving the actual initial engagement, which means the ultimate could not be used on his carry, so his carry cannot stand there and do massive DPS output without fear of dying. That was a big thing. Good team focus fire for Oh My God Ponies. They realised that Baron's being initiated on. We're going to be a 4v5. Ponies are only 4. This could be bad news. This could be game changing. Zin initiates on on Ash, but realise Alistar is nowhere near. Zin goes straight down like a rocket. Alistar's going to jump in maybe. He needs to get in there and save his carry if he's going to do something. Stun's going off from Alistar. Just enough to scare him off. That Zin, that's the problem with Zin. He's one of those characters that you initiate, so if you initiate too early and your team don't respond, then you end up going 5v1 which we've just seen there with the initiation from Zin but nobody else initiating, so it's basically just 5v1 the whole team. Udyr, who is a very similar role, he's an initiator. He runs in, gets face to face with the enemy and does some damage, and that's how he rolls, that's how he works. And if you've not got a team that's on Skype that you've got good communication with, he could be a very hard person to play, because you initiate and your teammates just kind of stand there and watch thinking, well, you know, we wasn't going to go in, we was going to wait for such and such. But at the end of the day, if one of your teammates go in, that's it, you've got to go. It doesn't matter if it's the opportune moment or not. Flash from Ash, a very defensive flash. Zelene going down, but uses his ultimate to defend himself, haste on himself to be able to get away there. Goes pop by Zin to get to top very fast, but it was too little too late. Baron has been so contested throughout this game. We've got defensive like Jack-in-the-Boxes to reveal the fog of war. Wicked. I'm just going to follow this. Kassadin is OP. He can shoot his Q across the map at the Nunu there. That is completely OP range there. Riot needs to nerf that completely. Kassadin top. He's going to just poke down this turret. Good stuff there. Yeah, they need to Riot sort that out. That was ridiculous. Shaco, he's picked up the Guardian Angel. Guardian Angel on Shaco. I really love that item for him. He's so hard. He's naturally a hard champion to kill, but you put a Guardian Angel on him as well. It's just fantastic. While he's dead, his cooldown on Deceive is still ticking, so by the time he pops back up, he just pop Deceive and escape. So he's really good defensive item for Shaco. You don't want to get it too early though, because if you do lack your DPS, that can be quite troublesome for him as well. He's gone the as I was mumbling, Deceive from Diseko. Awesome. New character, new champion. So Deceive from Shaco. He's still got his aura from the Guardian Angel, so he's not really under too much threat. He could pretty much 5 versus 1 the oh my god ponies and still escape. Baron has not been warded from oh my god ponies, so it is vulnerable to being picked up. But without the Shaco there, you really need a Shaco with Madrids to be able to drop Baron really quickly. And as we saw earlier on, that Shaco was very on the southern side of the map, so he wasn't really in a position to take down Baron. He is now, and he is running in. He's got the Oracle's Elixir, so he's going to be able to see if oh my god ponies have any wards there. We do have Clairvoyance, but it's been used. Shaco picking up the blue, which gives him mana regeneration as well as cooldown reduction. 40 minutes in and only 16 kills total. It's been an interesting game, but very defensive play from both sides. Very defensive play, which is not bad. I'm not using that as a criticism. Fail. Right, so flash, good flash. Kassadin chases. An aggressive flash from Ash there to take down the enemy team carry. Alistair goes in, uses his stun, chases the Ash. Chases the Ash. It's not going to be enough. He doesn't independently do enough damage. Goes down to a combined effort from the Prolly Feeders. Exupe escapes. Echo escapes. Mid tower goes down to the Prolly Feeders. They may pick up the inhibitor turret as well if they manage to push this effectively. They should really Baron now. Prolly Feeders. Oh my god, ponies have 25 seconds on both Zin and Alistair, leaving them very vulnerable to a Baron kill. Shaco able to drop that Baron very quickly. Does he have his Madrids yet? He doesn't. I don't think he's even building into a Madrid. He's picked up a Last Whisper, which does 42 damage. Well, takes away 42 mana from the enemy that you're striking, and deals that as bonus damage. So it's effective against players like Malzahar and Nunu and Zin, and basically anyone with mana, which is pretty much everyone on the oh my god ponies team. So it's a good pickup from Shaco. He's not a common item. It's not massively effective. I believe it's bonus magic damage, so if you've got decent magic resistance like Banshee's Veil, which we've got 1, 2, 3 Banshee's Veil. I can't click Karma. Oh, I am Karma, that's why I can't click Karma. But 3 Banshee's Veils for oh my god ponies. Catalyst of the Protector for Karma. I believe that's going to be built into a Banshee's Veil as well, so I'd be very surprised if it's not. Like I say, I think Baron's been the most contested area on the entire map. We've got just great ward and counter ward placement from both teams, and Shaco picking up Oracle's Elixir, I think literally just so he can scout Baron and detect any enemy wards. Clairvoyance spotting at least 3 out of the 5 now, spotting the whole team for I think Baron's being baited. They're just using Baron to bait oh my god ponies into action. But Shaco can solo Baron, so if they leave it, he's going to be able to pick up Baron, which is just going to be game changing. We've got 11 kills to Prolly Feeders to 8 kills. There goes the initiation on Nunu. Not really the most brilliant target to initiate on, but it might be enough damage to take him down. He's got low HP. There goes the snowball from Nunu. Deceive and ultimate from Shaco. He's gone on the Karma, not the best target as well. Alistair's being focus fired from the Prolly Feeders. That is a desperate bad thing as well. good ultimate from Malphite, picking up at least 3 people in the stun. Xin initiates on basically everyone and gets taken down. Full retreat from the ponies. I find that quite surprising, as Alistair was being focused there, so I'd have thought that would have gone more in the oh my god ponies' favour, but unfortunately not. Some good ults from Malphite. And I think Zelene as well, because I think Shaco went down, but he's back up, and he's still got the Guardian Angel as well, which means he must have used the Zelene ult to protect Shaco, stop him from going down. So that was massive team fight in the favour of Prolly Vs, which I'm quite surprised at, because Alistair was focused, and he was focused earlier, and he was in there and he was getting stuck in, and he was doing the stuns, but his team just didn't do enough damage. Xin very aggressive as well, but just getting focus fired down, and just the enemy team, just Prolly Vs just doing massive damage and just doing their jobs properly, and good team fight. Well done. Most valuable player on oh my god Pony's team. Very hard to say. Very hard to say. Malzahar with decent amount of kills. He's got a decent amount of ability power, which is what he needs. I'm gonna say Karma though. Just great pick up from Ponies to pick up that Karma in this sort of situation. She's doing a really good support role. But it is 5v4, and Ponies managed to lose Malzahar to some great focus fire from Prolly Vs. I think their focus Shaco, I believe, has gone down, but Zelene's got his ultimate up, as well as the Guardian Angel as well, so he's going to be an incredibly hard target to take down. Alistair goes down. He needs his team. Alistair needs his team to be effective. He just doesn't do the damage on his own. Nunu's in trouble. Zelene's applied the slow, as well as the slow effect from the Q from Malphite. He's got Banshee's Veil up. If they manage to poke that down, it's another 45 seconds before that shield resurrects and reprocs itself. Shaco can easily pop that down with his daggers. Defensive ultimate there from Nunu. Not the greatest decision. That was really their only ace in the hole at the minute to stop them from taking down this tower. I believe he popped that a bit preemptively. I don't know even if he meant to use it, to be honest. Nunu using Consume on a minion just to regenerate that health. They're just really just making themselves annoying, really, so they don't lose that tower. So great job. Undermanned and under siege, but doing a great job. Those two. There's a ward in that bush. Ash has been spotted. Defensive ultimate. It's not going to be enough slow from both characters. Great flash from Karma there, completely dodging the Malphite ult, but Malphite sees her, uses the Q, but it's not enough damage to take her down. I don't know if she uses shield on herself or Heavenly Wave just to heal her HP up to prevent her from going down. I believe she did. It was on cooldown just then, so she must have used that defensively just before Malphite used that Q. Just survives there. Great play from Karma. Baron. I don't think Baron's died. I don't think he's been just so heavily contested, but I don't think he's died this game. Great ward placement. Look at that, ladies and gents. Place the ward in Baron's belly. Even if you do it like a pink ward here, it's going to be incredibly hard to see that that ward on Baron. That is probably the best place for a ward. Right under Baron. Well, if you ever wonder what Baron eats, there you go. He's on a strict ward diet. Prefers the pink wards, but if you've only got green, he'll more than eat the vegetable greens. Just like his greens are Baron. Bit of action outside of Baron, just a bit of harassment going on from Prolly Vs. Counter clairvoyance. Being, well, not really counter clairvoyance. Just fancied saying the word counter clairvoyance, but why not? Clairvoyance going down from oh my god ponies seeing what's in the brush, and the team not liking what they're seeing. 5 very angry Prolly Feeders champions. Like I say, very, very defensive oh my god ponies team and a very defensive Prolly Feeders team. I think Prolly Feeders really don't have the excuse now to play so defensively. Nearly doubling, one more kill and they've pretty much doubled the kill count in the game, so they really need to take the initiative now, and they really need to start initiating on these team fights and forcing the team fight and pushing, being the ones pushing, being proactive and not reactive. Pushing mid is a great decision now from Prolly Feeders. This is exactly what I was talking about. Take the initiative, take down that middle turret which is very low HP, take the inhibitor and force them to either lose the inhibitor or god Baron. That's the decision they've got to make. Shaco is going to solo that turret in mid, but I believe Prolly Feeders are split and not together, so this would be a prime time for oh my god ponies to change this game. Shaco does not have Guardian Angel, it is down, he's a prime target for damage. Nunu gets the slow, but he's on his own, there's no focus fire on Shaco. His team has completely left him. Initiation from Zin. Prolly Feeders have to go. Oh my god, ponies have to go in. Good ultimate from Malzahar taking down the Ashe. Good stuff. Malphite is very low. Jack in the box using a fear on the team. It's not going to be enough. He gets taken down from the Karma. There goes the chase, the stun, the slow. And that's all she wrote for Malphite. I really think Alistair should have probably stayed there and helped out his team a little bit more. He did choose to be and escape. We've got the inhibitor go down. I don't think I've seen the inhibitor get taken down. It must have been from Shaco. Just getting a few last hits on that inhibitor, taking it down. So good job from him. I would argue a poor team fight from Prolly Feeders. They really do have a massive advantage now, and they really need to be team fighting as a 5 properly. They don't really need to do anything risky like they just did there, sending one guy to take down the inhibitor. Kassadin was all the way in mid and the rest of the team was about here, so it was a very split team fight with some really weird positioning. I don't really think they need to afford to be forced to do anything like that. They need to fight as a 5 and just fight a traditional 5v5 team fight, and just dominate the ponies, because they really are at a massive disadvantage at the minute. Double wit's end? Surely not. Well, this is madness. I didn't see a double wit's end. No? What are you talking about? He must mean from his clone, because the Shaco clone must have the wit's end that Shaco has. But I think they prevented Shaco's clone from having the items that Shaco has. I thought that was a change on Shaco to not let his clone have the items. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it still does, but I believe it was considered OP to get Shaco and then like Ages of the Legion and have like double buffs from the Ages of the Legion and other Aurora effects. You just get Aurora effects with Shaco and just get double buffs, which was considered overpowered. So I believe the clone got removed from the item. I don't think the clone has the items that Shaco has. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it still does, but doesn't proc the like Aurora effects. So I don't think it gets Banshee's Veil, but I could be wrong. I know that the clone doesn't get the blue and red buffs, so you can always tell a real Shaco from a clone, because if it has any buffs like the blue or red buff, that will give the real Shaco away. The one with the buffs is always the real one. I believe that if you pick up Banshee's Veil and you use your ultimate, I don't think the clone gets the Banshee's Veil. I'm not 100% sure about Guardian Angel. I'm just going to assume that it doesn't, as the clone didn't respawn there, and Shaco has Guardian Angel, so I'm just going to assume it doesn't. Team fight. There's only 3 members of Oh My God Ponies in that team fight, and they've paid for it with just massive damage. Here we come with the Malphite ult on the right target. It's taking down the DPS. We're focusing Zilleen now. Alistair is on his own. Does enough damage against Ashe though, who gets taken down. Zilleen, haha, I said Ashe that time. We've got Shaco being focused now, who really should be the last person to be focused, and is. Alistair being in the right place at the right time. Uses the stun. Is he going to do enough damage to Shaco? He does. Forces him to use his... Stand correct? Yeah, he does. He forces him to use his Guardian Angel. Good deceive. There we go. What I was saying earlier on about the timer on deceive ticks down when you're dead and resurrecting from Guardian Angel. So great pickup on him. Allows him to escape. If that was a Banshee's Veil, he would have been... and popular guy today apparently. So some good harassment damage from the minions, taking down a turret and an inhibitor for the Prolly Vs minions. OP cries Karma. We're going to see another turret taken down. Yes, we do. Top turret taken down purely from the minions. Minions are OP. We might have seen another global ult from Kassadin on the turret there, just firing that massive laser. Kassadin's firing his laser at the turret there. Maybe not. Didn't catch it. No video evidence this time. Patch fix this. I think this is post-patch, ladies and gents. Right, it did buff minions pretty ridiculously in the previous patch. But they've recently, in the recent patch notes, scaled that down slightly, so they weren't quite so strong. They are buffed, they are stronger than they used to be, but they're not quite as ridiculous as before. Oh my God, Ponies just being really defensive, you know, at the 56-minute mark. Dear me, 2 games in 1. We've got 1 inhibitor down for the Oh My God Ponies, and we've literally got the shark circling his prey at the minute. We've got the shark circling the fish, or the surfer dude, or whatever sharks eat. Wards maybe, I don't know, is Baron a shark? I don't know, some sort of aquatic sea life, I'm not sure, don't know. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me for this shoutcast. As usual, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you with me. Didn't realise the game went on for this long, but it has been an entertaining, if not defensive, game from both teams. I would argue both teams. I really think that although exceptional play from Prolly Vs should have probably taken this game by the horns and finished it a little bit earlier than they have done. With just, I mean, look at the feed, look at the creep kills. That really explains the game itself. With 342 creep kills for Malzahar, it's talking massive amounts of creep kills. Ashe with 239, respectable. Shaco with 257, really high numbers. Some really big late game items. Shaco's pretty much filled his slots. He'll be selling that Wriggles Lantern probably for a Infinity Edge or some other item. He's not really got a lot of crit. He's probably going to sell it for a Madrid's. With everyone level 18 and with all their items, then a Madrid's is just such a great item because everyone's got such high HP. And magic resistance as well, but that's not really the point I'm trying to make. Shaco has found Nunu on his own, doesn't decide to initiate. Again, very defensive. He should have at least thrown his daggers to pop the shield. 45 seconds before that shield comes up. Should have, you know, get aggressive. take Baron, take the game by the horns, and you know, get in, destroy the inhibitors, and GG. You know, oh, buffs on Malphite. Wow. Is he playing World of Warcraft or what? What's going on there? Is he a paladin? Who aren't OP, by the way. Love paladins, they're great. I don't actually play World of Warcraft, but when I did, I was a paladin. So I can imagine everyone, you know, clicking the abort key on the shoutcast now. I'm probably just talking to myself now. I've said that, but yeah, okay. We need a paladin in League of Legends. That's what we need. We need like a bubble, immunity to all damage, like a KO ult, but like 14 seconds long. You heard it here first. Again, Prolly Feeders just farming? Question mark. What is going on? Why are they doing that? You tell me, fellas, because I really don't know. They've not got a huge advantage, only a 4-kill advantage. But if you take into consideration the way the team fights have been going in their favour recently, you need to get aggressive, win this game. You're not defensively won't win you this game. It's not Shogun Total War 2, which is a great game, by the way. If you've not got it, get it. It's a great game. Do it now. Well, not now, after the cast. In another hour's time, when Prolly Feeders grow some balls and attack that inhibitor. Do it. Come on. Do this. Come on. Mouse Heart has been talking bad about your mum, Ash. Don't stand for it. Get in there. Sort him out. Teach him a lesson. Come on, Malphite. You're the initiator. Use your ult. Or Alistar. Either one works for me. Good job, ponies. Let's see if we can turn this game around. Jazzhead getting focus fired. Good, great skill from Shaco there, focusing the right target. Zin's in trouble. He's got low HP. He focuses the Ash, but it's not going to be enough. He gets taken down before he can take down that Ash. Alistar doing what he can, but he's really brittle at this stage in the game. Just gets annihilated from the just sheer damage output. Nunu has to retreat. He's in trouble though. Shaco is applied his on-hit effect as well as a slow from Zelene. Shield going up, but it's just going to be enough. Do we see it? Just enough. Just enough from Nunu there. He's going to do plenty of damage to the Shaco. Oh, Banshee's Veil just getting up in time to block the slow and the almost certain death from Shaco. Good stuff. Here we go. The game rounded down. As I was saying about 50 minutes ago, good game, guys. Glad to have you with me. Good game. Excellent play from Prolly Feeders. Good luck to you guys in the future matches, playing in the finals. I believe this was the semi-final. So in the finals against, let's see if I can get their name right, Retro VG Music Gamers Alpha Squad. I believe that's correct in all its glory. So good luck to both teams, and this game's still not finished. Ashel to save the day. Minions for the win. Right, let's see if I can rotate the camera. Do it. I don't know, it's some hotkey. It is some hotkey. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, your feedback is appreciated, positive or negative. Give me tips on how to improve, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you thought was extremely average, and what you thought was absolutely fantastic, that you could not have breakfast in the morning without thinking about it. Other than that, cool beans. What can I say? Insert elevator music here. Shaco, who has picked up the Banshee's Veil. Oh, I can't see what items they've got, but I don't care. I'm just going to leave that off because that looks really good. If you're wondering, guys, the replay tool has just released the 5.9.0, and the hotkeys for that to remove the UI, just press the U key. Look at that, U for UI. You see that common sense? What's going on there? And that will give you this cool screen, so you can do some pretty cool screenshots as well. You can rotate the screen. I'm not sure what it is. Nexus goes down. Good job, Prolly Feeders. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you next time.